Hello and welcome. My name is David. I'm here at CEG Dealer School in Las Vegas, Nevada. And today I'm going to go over our FAQ page. For those of you who don't like to read or don't know how to read, this is the audio-visual version that we'll have on the site. So the first, I'm actually going to look at it on my phone, so just so that you know, our website is very mobile friendly. And I'm going to start with, what hours is CEG open? CEG is open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. We are absolutely closed Sundays. We may add Sunday in the future depending upon traffic. We're expecting our enrollment to kick up here a little bit, so we also might extend our normal hours, but of course if we do that, we will let you know and we will update the website accordingly. The next thing is, so when do classes start? So this is a very common question we get on the website because most people think of a school in terms of, you sign up for a class, it starts Monday at 11 a.m., you got to meet with this teacher, you got to come with this information, etc., etc. That's not a thing. So here at CEG, everything is very flexible. We are a trade school. You are training to be a casino dealer. We have plenty of instructors. Anytime you want to start, you just come to the school, you sign up, you bring in an ID, driver's license, any current ID, and the money, of course. A little bit of money. All right, so bring the ID and money, and there you go, you're off and running. We can start you the same day, we can start you 2 days later, we can start you 3 days later. Anytime we're open, we have plenty of teachers always available to get you started. So that's always a thing. The only exception to that is the craps class. Our craps class is a little more structured. We start a craps class every Monday, and that will start at noon every Monday, noon to 5. However, if we get enough people in that sign up for a more flexible schedule, we can accommodate you. We're actually in the process of hiring another dice instructor here shortly, so that's not a problem. So basically, if you want to learn any class from us, we're available to help you. Have plenty of instructors. We'll get you started. Okay, the next question is, where is CEG located? So CEG is located on the southwest corner of Sahara and Decatur. We are approximately 2 miles west of the Strip, and we're at 2605 South Decatur Boulevard, Suite 18. Oh my God, I just realized that I have the wrong suite number on our website. Yeah, so it's Suite 118, not Suite 108. I need to update that right away. So the next question I always get asked is, what courses should I take? So if you start out as a casino dealer, we require that you take Blackjack first. You got to get Blackjack out of the way. Blackjack is sort of your introduction to being a table games dealer. Then we move you on to other games, and then it really depends on where you want to go, what casinos you want to look at, what career path you want to take. So it really depends. So today, for example, we had a strip casino that was here at the school auditioning some of our students. They hired 7, which is fantastic. And that casino was really looking for blackjack, baccarat, or blackjack dice, or blackjack baccarat dice. So they didn't even spend any time auditioning on roulette. Their focus right now is bac and dice. And in fact, many strip casinos, that's really where the focus is on. I mean, they would like you obviously to know roulette, but they're really looking for bac and dice. And of course, blackjack. You have to know blackjack as a minimum. Here at CEG, I kind of work as a school counselor. So when you come here and talk to me and you go to register, we can have like a very complete conversation. I'll ask you what your motivations are, how good you are with math, these kind of basic questions. We get kind of an idea on what you want to do. So don't worry about that question. Just come in and see me and we'll work it out. Okay, so another question that I get is, how do CEG classes work? Okay, so I already dealt with the issue of we have plenty of instructors here at CEG, so we always have people to work with you. So the way our classes work is everything is divided into chapters. When you start Blackjack, for example, we teach you the basics. We start with the fundamentals right from the beginning. We assume you know nothing. In fact, it's okay if you know nothing. If you've never played any table games, it doesn't matter. We start you right from the beginning. We teach you things to practice, perfect, practice, and perfect. Once you're done with that, you demonstrate your skills to an instructor, and then they pass you in that chapter. Then you move on to the next chapter, and so forth until you're able to get around the game. You work with other dealers that are at the same sort of level, and you guys will rotate around the game. You'll be a player, they'll be a dealer, you'll be a dealer, they'll be a player, this type of thing, until you can actually pass an audition for that game. Once you're ready to pass an audition, a teacher, one of our lead instructors, will perform an audition, will run you through the whole checklist, all the chapter materials, the checklist basically, and they'll pass you or they'll tell you need work. So once they pass you, though, when you sign off, then you're done with that game. Once you have at least Blackjack, we can start looking for a job for you. But that's really up to you. What we tell you is better jobs, more games. That's the key. The more games you have, the more options you have, the better the career path, etc., etc. So keep that in mind. So even if you finish Blackjack, it's best to sort of wait, get a second game under your belt so you can audition with 2 or more games, and you'll have a lot more opportunity, especially in this business. So the next question is, how many hours a day must I attend class? All right.
Well, since the motorcycle's going.
I know, good timing actually. We had to stop. Oh my god.
Blooper reel time.
Oh,
Here, guys.
blooper reel.
Don't worry, guys. Just grabbing my chicken for my next cheat day.
That's single serving for Alex, just so you know.
10 pounds of
10
drumsticks, and then
this
I got
is
10
this
pounds
is
of
single
wings.
serving Alex.
Game day.
Yeah. The next question on our FAQ is, how many hours a day must I attend class? Well, for those of you that have been to our website, you'll see that each class will have a number of hours next to it. The Blackjack class we typically will take about 40 hours. Some people it may take less, but some people may take more. But at CEG, it's not really about the hours so much as it is about you just sort of getting through the class, finishing the class, and auditioning. All the hours are sort of recommended hours. That's what we say on average the average person might take to finish a class. Ideally, we would like to see people here for a couple hours a day, 3 to 4 days a week. At that rate, you can get through learning a class within about a month on average. Dice, not so much. Dice takes a little bit longer, it's a little more structured, requires some more intensive time, but for the most part, our games will last about a month. The next question is, how quickly can I finish a course? Okay. So that sort of is in the same vein as how many hours a day must I attend class, but we get this asked a lot because people think they're very smart. Everyone thinks they're very smart. They can get through the classes very quickly. And again, we recommend that it's 2 to 3 hours a day, about 4 days a week will get you through average amount. We don't like to tell people they can get through too much quicker because it varies. It'll depend on you. The next question is, how do you know when I am ready? Well, here at CEG, we monitor your progress with regular instructor updates and a series of soft auditions or performance tests. So each audition lets us know if there are things that you need to improve or if you're ready for a final review. As we talked about earlier, you get through your checklist. A teacher will keep, connecting with you as you're here at the school, and we get an idea of when you're ready to actually audition. In fact, more often than not, our teachers will just sort of talk to the student, kind of gauge where they're at, and when the student feels comfortable, they'll audition and they're ready. The next question is, how do I graduate? All right, it's very easy. Once you pass your final audition, in each game you get certified by us, okay? So once you pass Blackjack, you get certified in Blackjack. Once you pass Roulette, you get certified in Roulette. The more games you have, the more options you have, the more opportunity you have. So in that sense, you really graduate when you finish your first game because technically you're a dealer. We actually have jobs that are available for just Blackjack dealers. But the more games, the more opportunities. It's that simple. All right, here's something we're very proud of. So we get asked how many actual instructors work at CEG. And we say actual instructors because unfortunately there are other dealer schools that like to advertise lots of instructors who you actually never see. So it's one thing just to put names on a website or put names in a flyer and say you have all these people working for you. It's another thing to have actual instructors here available for our students at the school. Because again, if you don't have instructors or enough instructors, it's dealers teaching dealers. It's the blind leading the blind. Okay, so the question is, how many actual instructors we have at CEG? Okay, we have 10 actual active instructors. We have another 11th instructor that's sort of very part-time. You won't see him as much. In fact, you will see him coming up this week actually. But for the most part, we have 10 active instructors that are available to us. During the week, at our busiest times, you'll see up to 7 instructors on the floor are available to teach here at CEG. So most of them, all but 2 of them, have 20 plus years of experience. So there you go. In fact, we're looking to hire another 2 instructors, one in dice. We're adding a poker instructor. We're adding a SR instructor. So we'll have 14 active instructors here in the very near future. The next FAQ is, how fast can I get a job? Okay, this is the big one. So for most of you that come into the school, that's really the goal, right? You're looking for a job. You want to become a table games dealer. Maybe you've worked in other areas of the gaming business and you've always looked out and seen dealers making all this money. So it's always been sort of a high on your list. You've wanted to become a dealer, or maybe you're new to town. You love playing casino games, so maybe you thought being a dealer would be fun. And ultimately, you need a job, right? So how fast can I get a job? Well, I'll be honest with you. For the fastest we've ever had someone get a job is a month, and that includes processing. So That's unrealistic for most people. So we say it takes at least a month to get through Blackjack. Some people can get through a little bit faster, but for the most part, leave yourself about a month to get through Blackjack at the very least. If you need a job very quickly, you have to communicate that to us right away. And again, well, we're going to push back a little bit because we want you to look at this as a long-term career. The jobs that are available for just Blackjack are sort of on the low end of the career spectrum. So we want you to have the best possible career. And to do that, you really need more than one game. If you go into a job with just one game, it kind of limits your opportunities there, right? So here at CEG, what we normally tell people is we'd like you to get through at least 2 games before we start actively looking for a job. So that's an average of 2 months for most people. And then accounting for the application process, you're looking at about 2 weeks. So it takes a couple of days to audition, to set up an audition, and then another 4 to 7 business days for human resources to finish the paperwork. You have to get your gaming card, you got to get your fingerprints, and this type of thing. So we usually tell people it's sort of a 10-week process from starting here at the school to getting your first job. We have actually had a gentleman here for almost 2 years before he got a job. He was in a whole different situation, of course, but he wanted to make sure he got every game under his belt and he was confident with literally everything. That's not an ideal scenario for most people, of course, but that's sort of the longest. The shortest has been really around 3 weeks. Anything between that, and there you go. It kind of depends on you and what kind of opportunity you want to create for yourself. I will say that on average, I think here at CEG, it's probably around 4 to 5 months on average by the time when you first sign up to you were actually on the job, literally dealing out cards or dealing dice. That's only because we have a lot of people that go through our dice class, and that's 2 months. So they'll start with 2 games, they'll add dice. So that's a 4-month process right there before they actually start looking for a job. I will tell you this, having dice under your belt is a big bonus here in town. We get a lot of calls for dice dealers. That'll put you sort of ahead of the game and create some more demand for you. So here's the biggest question of all is, does CEG help with job placement? Okay, so our LinkedIn profile includes 82 contacts here in the gaming business. That's not 82 different properties, but those are 82 people that play a role in the hiring process. We like to tell people we work with 23 casinos. We really work with a few more than that, but not every casino is actively engaged all the time. Casinos have different sort of life cycles with when it comes to hiring and at what stage they try to ramp up or do things. But I will tell you this, as a school, we have many casinos that actually come directly to CEG and they shop for dealers here. They call us every week. They make contact with Alex. We just picked up 2 new casinos this week, both of whom are on the strip that are looking to engage with us and want to put on maybe mini job fairs. Just today, prior to doing this video, we had a strip casino here auditioning our dealers at our premises, at our location, 7 of whom got hired. So congratulations to you guys. So yes, we like to tell people that we're your uncle in the business. Now, Las Vegas has changed quite a bit over the years. It used to be all about who you knew could get you a job. You could be a terrible dealer and still end up on the floor of a casino. That's no longer the case. No matter who you know or how well you know somebody, you still have to have a basic skill set. You have to be able to pass an audition. You have to be able to get around a game. Casinos now are very corporate. The good thing for you is that we have fostered relationships with the hiring managers, the table game directors, and the vice presidents of casino operations so they can recognize CEG as promoting quality product, which is our dealers. We put out great dealers, and those great dealers get great results for the casino partners that we engage. So there you go. So we, without a doubt, I would say we work with more casinos than anybody else. All right, so the second part of the FAQ is the career question stuff. I'm just going to go through this stuff quickly. They don't necessarily apply directly to CEG, but they give you kind of a heads up. And again, for those of you that don't like to read, here's the audio video version, right? So how much do casino dealers make? Our break-in jobs pay between $14 and $17 an hour. Some pay more. We just got a gentleman with dice, of course. He's starting at a job, one of our break-in houses that pay up to $20 an hour, but those are uncommon, so don't expect that. The average strip dealer makes in excess of $50,000 a year, and you can make easily past $80,000 and even $100,000 at some of the casinos on the strip. So there's actually quite a few over the $80,000 point now. So Vegas is definitely growing. Okay, can I start on the strip? Yes, you can start on the strip. There are a few properties that engage us for break-in dealers, especially if you know dice. And then a follow-up to that would be Baccarat. So if you can get out of here with dice and Baccarat, you're going to be a very in-demand dealer. There are a few casinos on the strip that will hire you as a break-in, but for the most part, you won't get center strip. Anyone that tells you they can put you in an Aria is lying to you. Simple as that. So another common question, can I get a job at the Aria or Wynn in a few weeks? It's not a thing. You cannot get a job at the Aria Win, even if you know the owner, even if your mom is a casino manager. It doesn't happen. We run up against this all the time. We actually have people come in here from another school very specifically and say, hey, we were told that it's possible to get a job at Center Strip. It's just not happening. We know so many people in those roles. We have friends of ours that are bosses, that are high-level executives at these properties, and they will tell you firsthand that that's never going to happen. If you have all the juice in the world, it doesn't matter, because being a dealer at those properties, you have to handle a certain level of action, which a break-in just does not have the ability to do. Having you on a table is literally money walking out the door, potentially a lot of money. They can't just throw you on some low-level game and hope you stick it through. That's not how the gaming business works. Now, are there sort of mid-level jobs that you might be able to get juiced in? They could put you on like a low-level Pai Gow game or throw you on some carnival table? Sure. To get to the Aria, you have to have a certain level of presence and control on the game that takes years to develop. I know people with some of the greatest juice in the world that took years to get into these properties. That's realistic. Anybody that tells you differently is definitely lying to you. It's not a thing. So please keep that in mind. Another question is, can I work part-time in the casino business? Yes, absolutely. In fact, there are more part-time jobs in some cases than there are full-time jobs. It's very easy to work extra board or on call. Very easy to fit being a casino dealer in with some type of other career. We have a lot of people who are teachers or Lyft drivers or Uber drivers that also deal. We have some that are poker dealers that are also table game dealers. So that's absolutely a thing. Now, we also get asked, of course, what's the potential for full-time shifts? Well, that really kind of depends on you. The more in demand you are as a dealer, the better chances that you will get full-time. In some cases, there is a seniority list, but again, having more games under your belt will help you move up that list. So it's as simple as that. I will add that craps, again, I have had a lot of success getting full-time shifts just by being a crap dealer, because they don't want to lose you, right? They want to keep you. So these are the kinds of dealers, a good crap dealer, a good Baccarat dealer, those are the kinds of dealers that are offered full-time. In fact, for those of you at Aria, Wynn, and Cosmo, some of the high-end casinos, we now offer SR Roulette. So if you're looking for that full-time shift and you need single Zero Roulette, we have it starting next month, by the way. Here's my last sort of career question we have on the FAQ page is basically, is age an issue? So I will tell you that's a no and a no and a no. So whether you are too young, we have people who are 20 that start here at the school, and then when they're 21 and graduate, we can get them jobs. So if you're 20 and you want to get in this business, you can start here at the school, and then when you turn 21, we can get you a job. If you're a young person or middle-aged person, there's plenty of opportunity for you. There's plenty of casinos that sort of focus on that age category. And if you're an older person, we have literally had students here in their 80s who have had no problem getting a job, no problem even getting full-time shifts. It's a very feasible thing. We have a lot of people who have already had careers. They've retired from many other things. They come out to Vegas to retire, and they want to either do something part-time, maybe they want full-time. It's really up to you. But yeah, so age is not an issue. Come on down at any age. You will find the average age here is probably around 40, maybe late 30s here at the school, but we have the whole spectrum. We have several people that are in their 20s, we have some people in their 70s, and then we have everything in between. So age is never an issue. As long as you can learn the game, pass an audition, casinos would love to see you and love to hire you. So I think that's it. That's our CEG FAQs that are available on our website. Please check back for more FAQs in the future. And again, feel free to subscribe and follow our channel. Thank you so much. Take care.